Welcome back, beloveds, to Spiritual Tea, where we talk about the taboo and we have real conversations around things that people normally don't discuss. Okay. So, today I thought we would talk about comparison and the effect it has on our lives and on us as individuals. I have a few notes here, so bear with me a little bit as I keep myself on track, but share different stories and different things where it fits. Okay. So, I want to get honest about how comparison shows up and how it feels in the body, the peace that it steals, and how it makes us feel. So, do you ever feel like everyone's winning but you? Or everyone's getting married or engaged but you? Or people's businesses are getting blessed but yours isn't? That, in the smallest example, is the perfect example of comparison. And normally those feelings stem from comparison. The reminder here for you is that you are not behind and you are on your perfect divine timeline. Now, when we do our midweek faith readings, and if you're an OG here, you know about that. When we do our midweek faith readings, we talk about comparison often, and we have over time. And the quote that I like to always say is, comparison is the thief of joy. So if you're wondering why you're unable to feel joy or be happy, that's the perfect explanation for why it's a little bit difficult for you. Comparison can do a few things, but it can also do one thing that no one really talks about, which is disconnect. It can disconnect you from the people closest to you, from yourself, from your higher timeline and vibration, and for what you really want. It can really disconnect you from your reality, and not just the 3D reality, but the 4D and the 5D reality. So I know this is going to sound or maybe be controversial, but this is just a statement and a speculation. Every time you're tuning into the story of someone else's life, you are taking away from your own alignment. And if there's something that we all do and we're all guilty of, what is it? Social media. And what are we doing on social media? Looking at other people's lives. Now let's unpack that a little bit. So I'm going to jump to my notes and talk about this urge to compete and where it comes from, right? So the urge to compete can come from a root cause of feeling like there's not enough to go around, believing that love, visibility, and opportunities are scarce, so operating in a scarcity mentality, and or growing up in environments where worth was tied to achievement. And I feel like we have been ingrained to remember and know that your worth of what you are is tied to what you do and how you show up and how your parents even love you ultimately. So in that, the truth is abundance is never and not limited, and there is enough for everyone to receive and be blessed. So here are some ways that we can shift the energy, how you can redirect yourself, okay? So when you're saying internally, why them, instead we'll say, good for them and me too in my time. Instead of, I should be there by now, let's try, I trust where I am right now. And instead of shrinking, let's choose to celebrate, because celebrating is a very healing act. The more you celebrate others, the more you align your nervous system with the vibration of celebration, and it is an attractor for you to receive the blessing on God's time that is meant for you. Now, if you've lost yourself in the noise, you're feeling kind of lost, comparison is a sign that it's a time to go back home. It's a time to come back to your path. It's a time to come back to your values, your why, your purpose, your truth, everything that you know. It's a time to take the journey home and inward. The most powerful thing we can do is be authentic and consistent. And in that is where clarity lives. That is where peace grows. And that is where you find your joy and your happy. Now, for this week, I have a practice for you. So I want you to do a mirror check-in. So I want you to look in the mirror and ask yourself, who am I comparing myself to? And what do I believe they have that I do not? Okay, first activity. Second activity, I want you to curate your feed. I want you to get on social media. I know, controversial, right? I want you to get on social media and I want you to curate your feed. I want you to unfollow, delete anyone that is triggering you to feel competitive or complacent or triggering that trauma. Unfollow, okay? And it's not personal to them, it's personal to you. Then I want you to go back and refollow people that inspire you and make you want to be a better version of yourself. And number 3, I want you to do a journal topic. And I want you to ask yourself, where am I already enough? And I want you to take all the time you need in responding to that. I mean, no longer than one sit down session, okay? But all the time you need in that session, whatever time you have, and ask yourself, where am I already enough? This is your time to write, reflect, and reclaim your power. So this is your reminder that there is no race. Time is inexistent. Wherever you are, you're in the right place at the right time, doing the right thing. You are divine. Your essence is divine. God is here and can hear you. And that's your confirmation on that. And with God's confirmation coming in, I'm going to let you go. And I love you so, so much. Thank you for tuning in. And I'll see you next time on Spiritual Tea. Mwah. Bye.